Uh, for let's see where we at.
Contessa.
I up decided it's like, oh yeah, I should probably blow up my screen a bit more, make it easier for the people on stream too. 47% field goal percentage. 98 offensive rating, 105 defensive rating. Uh,
So not great.
PER is okay. 30% defensive rebounds. 105 is also, it's like, well, we're also talking Las Vegas, which struggled with defense.
Vegas struggled with everything last year.
Yeah, I'm going to put Phil.
I'm gonna put her as a Phil minus.
You said she's getting close to that.
She's 9 years at the 9 year mark.
Yeah, so she's getting close to that part where she'll start dropping off, but she might have like another couple of years where she'll at least be decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give her one of those lowering contracts where it decreases over the years if you want to keep her. If you want to keep her or get her.
Yeah.
Samuel Roberts. That's a
2009 draft pick, picked 9th overall by Baltimore. 2010 rookie all-star, 7'2", 287 pounds. That's all I can tell you about him.
1,040 minutes. 38% field goal percentage, so below average that. 83 offensive rating, 101 defensive rating. Is he on a very defensive team?
he's on the
Tennessee.
He is on Tennessee Shiners right now.
And just finished with an $11 million contract, so
Definitely not worth that again.
yeah.
Tennessee is fourth in defense, so this might be partly him. Partly
He was a
not.
2010 All-Star, so 2010
So-
All-Star.
Phil
Rookie
minus
all-star.
has plus. Phil
I'd say
minus
Phil-
has plus.
Phil minus.
Bad,
Phil minus
pretty good on defense though. But yeah,
I'll put him as a Phil.
yeah,
I'll give him a Phil
definitely
minus.
not worth another 11 million contract.
No.
Sean Berg.
Any relation to Charles Berg?
No.
No,
He's-
I know.
Salzburg.
I'm
B-R-E-E-R-G.
joking. I know, I'm joking.
144 minutes, so keep that in mind. Very low playtime.
He's relatively young. He was only a 2011 draft pick, 28th overall to Pittsburgh.
Very low playtime, but 26% field goal percentage. A 65 offensive rating. But it says 99 defensive rating, but that's also, it's like, well, very low playtime. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt of say unknown.
He was on the reserves mostly, so I'd say probably.
He played 15 games total, 5 in bench, 4 and 5.
He
10
hasn't had a
bench,
lot
6
of
and
pro
7.
time either. He was with Pittsburgh for 2 years, and then he spent 2 years in the D League, or in 8 free agency before Biloxi picked him up last year.
I'd say, you know what? I'm going to give him a little bit of a boost and say give him a pass, maybe if you want to try for him, because once you've been in the D League so long and you get picked up, you kind of get a fresh start and you have to get yourself back in the mindset of actually playing professional again. No offense to the D League, Jay Wolf. No offense to them and everything, but
He was a
there's difference.
emergency. He was an emergency-ish pickup for Biloxi, so it's not really.
I give him a pass. That would
He's not really an enormous priority.
story maybe, but if not, then I'd say pass. Just to give him something.
Simon Thal, 887 minutes,
Oh, this bitch.
39%
Yeah.
field goal.
How do you think I feel? He's just coming off my team.
I'm so
But
sorry.
Well, I picked him up on a short. No, I traded for him last year. I think I
Yes,
did. Yes. Can't remember what the hell I traded for him, but
I think you
Uh,
traded. Did you trade?
I traded Berg for him. Yes.
Yeah, because the picture kind of messed me
Yeah.
up. Because he was picked by the Howlers first.
Yeah. He was 2012 draft, 29th overall. He was a rookie all-star.
In 2013.
Yeah. Picked up with the Montana Howlers originally. 7'6", 294 pounds.
Yeah, I was in Dakota for a spell, and then Hawaii picked him up. So,
Yep.
what do you say? What do you say about him, Betsy?
I don't
What
know
do I
how.
say about him? I think he's mediocre at best.
Well, keep also in mind 39% field goals. That's slightly below average. A 75 offensive rating and only 102 defensive.
Yeah, he's probably like a Phil minus.
I'm going to put pass simply because we're talking about a center that can't grab the ball. Only a 13% defensive rebounding.
Ouch.
I didn't realize how not as good he is. I thought he was like better than that, especially because he was really high bench.
I would
He was
grab.
high bench because he was still better, or at least Kings thought he was still better than Antonio was.
Right.
So
Ooh.
he was higher on the bench than Antonio.
We got another oldie here. Lance Freewell, 2004.
Picked up
Wait.
30th overall that year by Newark, and he's only played in 2 teams in all those years. Wow.
And I gotta say, for an older fur, he looks kind of nice.
52% field
But
goal
JS.
percentage.
he's kind of the Lance Trevor of the East.
Did he get bought out or something, or
Uh,
amnestied?
No, he asked for a renegotiation.
Yeah, he asked for
Right,
renegotiation,
yes,
so he
yes.
added himself back into the free market.
But yeah, he is
Oh,
old.
yeah.
He's 12 years in the league.
52, really good. 113 offensive rating, 101 defensive rating.
Quinto says free will fight because for Quinto.
Yeah, Kento doesn't want him, or does want him. I don't
No,
know. Um,
he was on Lance was on Pittsburgh, and Lance said that he wanted a new contract, like all of a sudden, while being
Yeah.
on Pittsburgh, and Quinto is the Pittsburgh.
yeah. Well, I mean, Freewell was good in his heyday. He's been All-Star 3 times, 2010, 2012, 2014. He was the FBA Finals MVP in 2007 and an FBA champion in 2007.
I'm going to say grab. Yeah,
I'll
his
give him a
stats would
grab.
definitely be up at the fight level if it wasn't for the fact he is getting up there in age.
I'll give
Yeah,
him
I
a.
think I can agree with that.
I'll give him a grab minus because of his age.
Yeah,
But
I agree with
if he
Travis on
if
that
he gets if he can still play, fuck yeah, pick him up. If not,
I think it's a case like kind of like Gary Cross. that
Definitely
he's
never give
old,
him
but
a
he
long
can
contract. Never give him a long contract. But
don't give him a long.
He's old, but he can still like.
he
He
can
can still pull it
still.
off.
He is still
Just-
on the one of the star player level centers. It's just that he's. So it's like if he was younger, we would probably all be just straight up fight. It's the only
Okay.
reason we're dropping
Yeah.
him down is because he is also getting up there in age.
Yeah,
So he's on the decline.
yeah, he's going to
Oh,
be one
like
of those players that when starts doing the rolls later, he could be taking some major hits.
Yeah,
Like a Xavier Noonan kind of contract.
yeah. He's like Tommy Oliver from Power Rangers. He may be old, but he can still pull it off.
Okay, and then we've got a bunch of players coming up here with no stats.
Yeah, all
Adrian
these people
McCormick.
were marked on the list as saying, "Oh, hey, they were free agents." On the list I got from Stevie, they were not in my spreadsheet, which means they were never showed up on any lineup.
Ooh.
No, they have because
Adrian-
I
Not
thought-
this last season.
No, they didn't. Lucas Sangre took a severe injury last year, I know, and that's why he didn't show.
Yeah.
Anthony Ruffkin, I think, was like bought out like just before the draft or something like that.
Maybe. Adrian
Wait,
McCormick.
He's been around. He was a draft pick in 2005, so he's.
McCormick, I would say he's probably a pass just for his age at this point, or getting there. Or
I
at
know-
least a fill.
And so John was one I definitely know is like Pittsburgh picked him up before the draft cutoff, and they never played him.
Yeah. Well, let's just go through the list as we have been, so we don't get ourselves all confused. So Adrian McCormick, go with what little we have. 2005 draft pick, picked up 23rd overall. 6'9", 247 pounds, plays as a forward.
I'm just gonna be lazy.
I will be right back.
Mig's just gonna
I
go
get-
like, whatever.
I don't have any data on them, and the whole point of unknown is they're people I don't have data on for how well
Well,
they'll do.
Well, then me and Betsy
Lucas
can't.
has ancient data, like older data from his rookie, not rookie, I guess, but his first season.
Kento says Jom was around in case of emergency.
Who was?
Anso Jom, the guy
Okay.
Pittsburgh picked up and never used, he was mainly picked up in case of an emergency. Probably for when
Okay.
they were in the playoffs if they had a lot of injuries.
Lucas Sangre. Pradis, why are you putting a void on Lucas?
Because he was injured, remember?
Yeah, well, he was supposed to be completely out of his career, but they needed forwards in the D League.
Well, I'm
At least he
still.
was. Okay, I can't say he wasn't hit by a bus because he still got in a bad car accident, so close enough, I guess.
Well, to be fair, we
Yeah,
did
okay.
have Barton Rouge
Sorry.
who was hit by a bus and then still went back to play without any
Actually,
reduction to his stats.
that's actually a really good point, Mig. If Barton Rouge, who is like probably way older than Lucas, got hit by a bus and came back to play at like full strength, why couldn't Lucas come back to play at full strength or near full strength?
True. Unless he got really crippled in his injuries.
Nah,
I'd
but he played in the
say.
D League last year, I do believe.
I'd say. I'll give him a pass.
Paul is saying McCormick could be a really good bench pickup.
Yeah, McCormick could be a. Don't forget the Super McCormick brothers, Adrian and his brother Jim McCormick, I think. I need to go back and look at his name. I know we did.
I think we almost need to pull J Wolf in because some of these guys might have played in the D League, and he might be able to give us some D League info on them. Oh, okay, J Wolf didn't, or Lucas didn't play in the D League last year. Oh no, he was taking a year off for his injuries. That was it. Okay,
Yeah, so then.
I'm gonna throw him in as a fill, but that's me being biased against my own character.
I thought you were going to retire him.
I wanted to retire him entirely, but they needed forwards in the D League, and Stevie talked me into keeping him in the league. So I'll let him stick around.
All right, I'll give him. I'll give him a pass. Let's see.
Actually,
Enzo Dijmo.
pass plus.
Let's
Um,
see. Let's go down the list. Let's
let's
do me
start at
again.
McCormick. That'll be the easiest thing to do. McCormick's
All right.
getting up there in age. I'd probably put him. Maybe
I'd
for
put
these ones, we need
Mesa.
almost like a different like rating system for them.
I would say. I would say give him a pass. Maybe like give if he wants to play one more year, then go for it. Like for story, I would say go for it.
Yeah, okay.
The one thing I'm
Ruff-
actually going to probably get rid of Ruffkin because I know Ruffkin is one of the tars, and since he wasn't picked up in the
Oh, yeah.
season, I think he's probably
Oh yeah, Ruffkin. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's the Fox Star.
the Fennec
How
tar.
is
I think he was because he wasn't picked up that season. I don't think he technically can qualify for this
I don't
season.
think he's the shit
No,
anymore.
he can't.
No,
I'm just going to delete his
so
row.
he is. Yeah, he's technically retired.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Um,
I'm now looking at.
Anso Jom, whoever the hell
Let's
that
see,
is.
2013 undrafted from Underwood College, 6'1", and plays guard. So he's like a shooting guard, I would say, maybe point guard.
Probably. Um, not a lot of experience under his belt unless he's done some D League.
Undrafted in 2013, playing 2013 to the present. So he's Kento. What would you say about
Well, while you guys
Yeah,
are
so-
talking about these guys, I'm going to go get me something to drink because I'm just
Yeah,
going to
that's
stick
fine.
with the unknown since I don't have any data.
So Jay Wolf is talking at us, and he's saying Leo is too old for the D League. Aston might be too, or Antso. Rudy and Sage were to reserve fillers. So it doesn't sound like any of them were terribly special.
well, playing 23.
Ansel Jom, again, maybe as a. How old is he?
He's
Maybe
only
as a filler. Might be worth trying as a. I think just pass. I think you know what, the best way to do this is like just
Pass
rate
plus.
them as pass minus, pass, or pass plus, because it's
I
like
know.
you're taking a risk on them because we don't have any data.
Yeah, pass plus or pass new. pass plus, pass neutral, or pass minus.
Yeah, I think that's how we'll rate these ones. That's probably the
Harry
best.
Rourke.